Hi, my name is Meghan Scott, and I spent a year in Guatemala with Global Year, and in September I will be starting another mission trip, but in Cape Verde, Africa for another year. What led me to serve as a missionary was one day I was at camp and I was asking God what He wanted the purpose for the life He's given me to be. And I just kept hearing the word missionary over and over and over again. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's really scary. I don't want to leave my family. I don't think I'd be very good at that. And then for 2 weeks straight, people would be like coming in my life who were either involved in mission work or were missionaries and were encouraging me to go on a long-term trip. And so finally I was like, okay, God. At first, I was not saved. I went on a mission trip and did not know who God was. I had grown up in the church, but I had never really made Him Lord of my life. And so when I went to Guatemala, my host family was really patient with me, and they really just gave me the gospel as it was, straight from the Bible, and it really changed my life. And in December, I accepted Christ into my life, and I made Him Lord of my life. And ever since then, I started sharing the gospel and making disciples who can make more disciples, and that's what I'm continuing to do. And through that awesome motivation that the Lord has given me, I have led a lot of people to the Lord and helped people have a better understanding of who God really is. I have this friend in Guatemala. Her name's Gloria. She's in her 60s, so she's kind of like my grandma. But she was working at her tienda one day, selling typical clothing and touristy knickknacks and stuff. And me and my friend Ben and McKenna were going on a walk, and we were just trying to get out of the house. It was one of our first weeks in Guatemala, actually. And we were walking down the hill, and we saw all the things in her shop, and we were like, oh my goodness, that's a cute backpack. Those are cute shoes. And we got all excited, and she walks up and she's like, hola, ¿cómo estás? And we started talking, and ever since then, I kept coming over to her house, and we started talking. And one of the next couple of times that we met, she explained to me the story about her son who had been struggling with addiction and who had left home to move to the States. He said he was going to work, but he was really just living for the world. And I shared my testimony with her about how I used to be living that way and how I was living for the world like her son was. And I shared with her that God loves him more than we ever possibly could, more than you ever possibly could, and that He has him in His hands because he accepted Christ as a young child, so He will not depart from it. He's going through a season, but I really felt like the Lord was telling me to tell her that He's going to come back. And while I was there, he moved back home and told his mom that he wanted to make a change in his life and that he was going to follow Jesus. And I got to watch this beautiful moment happen between my friend and her son, and it was awesome. If you're a student choosing to go on a global year, you can expect to have the time of your life, also the hardest times of your life. I really feel like I was really grown in that year in Guatemala, and God really used me and stretched me in ways that I didn't even think were possible. So you can expect a lot of really fun times and a lot of growth. So the project that ABT has supported in Guatemala is this children and student ministry. I'm so excited about it because my host family in Guatemala have been leading the project, and they are turning our church that we have there, because there's 2 stories. The first level is for Bible study, and the second level is where they've been doing renovations. And the tiles laid down, the floors are up, and the walls have doors and windows, and it's all coming together, and it'll be done in 3 to 4 weeks. But that program's going to be for like women and children who have been in hard situations where they're just going to come there and restart their lives. Thank you, ABT, for making a big deal about following Jesus, because now I can make a big deal about following Jesus with Global Year.